Welcome to Talks with Don, episode 14. And this episode is going to be titled, Sometimes Your Presence Alone is Enough to Bother Them. First, we want to pour some libations for the ancestors. This is for the ancestors whose voices were heard. This is for the ones who wanted to be heard and wanted to step up to the call, but due to oppression, they couldn't. Ashe. Get some of that good energy. Grand Rising, y'all. Get some of that positive energy. Get some of that positive energy. Grand Rising. As always, we're going to start off with a song from me. It's called The Process by yours truly, Don the Issa. Saying goes that water sixes on level. You was attracted to ice on the bezel. The key to the door is that life's about level. This is a tale about angels and devils. When you got the gift, what's a lotus to petals? God say protected, it's potent, it's special. They come for the gift, trying to run with the gift. Inherently, you must be one with the gift. You cannot take this and code it through time. Perfection of craft must be molded like God. Here you go, son, just hold it, it's mine. Decipher from chosen and spiritual crime. Infinity stones, the songs I came to collect. Sunshine is bright, but rain is so wet. So hear the call and I had to be alone. The casualty of wrongs, the rarity of stones. Flawless, diamonds, sapphires, rubies. Sometimes it feels like a duty. Missing the signal can become spooky. Ashe. Pick it up. You never know the hour should be bestowed with the power. If you go through the fire, come out cleaner than a shower. 720 is the time that I picked up the day. Pass this test, get the crown. You gon' be great. Don't be late. I won't be late. You are talking to someone that owns the stage. This message inside is for you to discover myself. I had to be myself as a youth. Protect what I had to call on recruits. Too many soldiers to fit in a coup. If you are never alone, can you hear your calling? All night of the selfish of people that's falling. The gift that we discuss, you can't touch it and see it. You must be careful of energy leeches. Learn to discern the finicky species, the ones that get it, get it. If you hit a still, motherfucker, just beat it. I'm shady. Should be bestowed with the power. If you go through the fire, come out cleaner than a shower. You never know the hour. Should be bestowed with the power. If you go through the fire, come out cleaner than a shower. Break these chains, break these chains. Thank you to the pieces needed for character development. Okay, that was, as always, song entitled The Process by yours truly, Don the Issa. Let's get into it. The topic for today is sometimes your presence alone is enough to irritate their demons. Story time, y'all. Um, I This took place in 2018. We're just gonna put a year on it. I was working at this place. I'm no longer affiliated with a barbershop, and there was a guy that threw like some kind of party, and so I went to this party. You know me, I don't want to show up empty-handed. I've always been taught when you go to a party or a potluck, you bring something. You don't just come and take. So I don't really drink. So even though there was drinking going on at the party, I showed up with a bottle of Hypnotic and a bottle of Hennessy just to be a gentleman. So, you know me, I always dress to the nines for myself. I'm always well groomed. I'm a good looking young man. So, with that being said, I go to the party. My alcohol handed off to the host of the party from the barbershop. So, mind you, there's one of us from the other person from the barbershop that came, the other guy that hosted the party, and there's me and a few other people that are his family members. So, mind you, at this time I'm vegan, so there's nothing there for me to eat. So I'm just there just for support, just chilling or whatnot. Chilling, you know me. I'm laid back. I'm just in the cut watching everything that's going on, observing basically. So as the night progresses, I'm not really drinking. They had a Hennessy. I may have taken a sip of the Hypnotic that I brought. It's fruity drink. That's the most I'll do. You know, I'm a casual drinker. So, mind you, I'm thinking I'm dressed down. I got on a polo jogging suit. I got my big gold rope chain on at the time. Thick rope chain, solid. Piece hanging. Got my earrings. Got my clear Cartier glasses on. I'm clean, but I'm still low key at the same time. So I'm thinking to myself, oh, I'm being low key. I'm not gonna offend nobody because I know sometimes my presence offends people because I can dress. And this was one of the first times that I was aware that I have a energy, a big positive energy radiating from me. So, as the night progresses, the guy that hosted the party, his family member comes. This is his nephew. He comes with his wife. His wife is looking at me as she enters the party. She's not saying anything, but I'm paying attention to her eye movements. Her eyes are focused on me as she enters the party. I didn't do anything. I didn't say anything to her. I'm catching her looking at me. So, I think in the party, her husband, he asked, who bought this Hennessy? Because it was like the big bottle. And he was informed that it was me. So, I think all eyes are on me anyway because you know black people, we judge each other based off of, unfortunately, how much drugs you can buy or how much alcohol you can buy. Those are the gauges of wealth in the black community sometimes. It's unfortunate, but that's just how it is sometimes. So because I had brought a big bottle of Hennessy, big bottle of Hypnotic, they looking like, man, who is this guy? You know, he must be doing it real big if he can afford to bring this amount of alcohol and he's not even drinking it. So with that being said, I'm in the party, wife locking eyes with me, peeping me basically. So I'm not drunk, so I end up leaving. And going somewhere. So I don't remember what I did after I left the party, but I left early. So push come to shove, mind you, this party was on a Saturday. We get back to the barbershop Tuesday. So there are a few people surrounding this party that didn't go. There's a girl that used to cut hair next to me. I'm not even going to say her name because I don't like her. We're not associated with each other anymore. She calls me on the phone. She said, Ahmad, what you did? Such and such say he don't want you to come back to his house no more. I'm like, what you talking about? So, the guy that threw the party a couple days later after Tuesday comes, he comes to the barbershop, and I find out that he was under the impression that I said something to his nephew's wife, the one that was peeping me, but I never said a word to her. And so I'm putting two and two together. So I find out what happened is the wife was asking some of the females that were at the party that were in the family, man, who is this guy? Who is he? Who is he? You know, I guess she was interested in me. She was peeping my style, you know, but my energy is magnetic. It's magnetic. I protect my energy at all times. I'm aware that my energy is potent, and that's why I don't share with everybody, and that's why I don't go everywhere, because the type of energy I can possess or that I possess, it can start a riot basically, because it's a foreign energy that most have never felt. And if I don't gatekeep my own energy, sometimes it could be used for nefarious reasons by other people, or people will fight each other to even be in my energy. I'm not saying that to be cocky. Don't get me wrong. So when we get back to the barbershop, I hear such and such don't want you to come to his house anymore. He say that you were trying to talk to his nephew's wife. And I'm like, what? Because I know this is not the truth. I would never disrespect a man, especially a melanated man, and try to talk to his wife in front of him. Or this was what happened. He lied to his nephew, lied to him and said, I called his wife baby. If y'all following the story, from the moment she walked in, I was sitting in my seat and never got up to even go inside the house. Mind you, we were in the garage. They had the food inside of the house and the alcohol inside of the house. I didn't eat any of the food. I'm a vegan. I don't drink, so there was no reason for me to go inside of the house, period. So I'm like, wow, this guy was so offended by my presence that he made up a story because he was intimidated by me and he saw that his wife was interested in me. He knew she was going, basically. The nigga knew she was going, and that once she looked, she took. But I'm not that kind of person. But if he sees this, or if this video somehow makes its way to him, I didn't want your wife, fam. Yeah, your wife was pretty, but she was looking at me. But you didn't have to lie and say some things that I didn't do, because I'm going to tell you something. I know you experienced a heap of karma for lying to your uncle and telling him that I called your wife baby. You know, I just had thought about this the other day, and like, man, my presence is that powerful that I had somebody lie to me because he was so intimidated by me that he did not want me around, because he felt like I was a threat to him. 1, his masculinity. 2, his wife. 3, and he felt like that I would get all the attention in the events. So he tried to run a play to make sure that I never came back around him nor his family. And to be brutally honest, man, I really had every right to take it there with this guy. Because one, you lied on me. Two, you told your uncle. And three, he brought that foolishness back to me and tried to ruin my week. So, man, men, control your wives. If you know your wife is going, just peep game. If you're going to be with her, leave her. You know, if she's going to have a wandering eye, figure out something to do about it. Don't always run and try to check the man or do something to the man. Check your woman. Check your woman. Young men, test these women that you want to be in relationships with. Watch their eyes when you be in public. Watch their movements. Body language is over 90% of communication. So test their hearts. Men, do not ever beef or want to harm another melanated man because you are too afraid to check your woman. You pick up what I'm putting down? Never beef with another melanated man because you are too afraid to check your woman. These women, they gonna look. Not all women are like that, but majority of women, they already got your replacement in mind for if you ever mess up and they ever have to leave you abruptly. Think about that. Really think about that, man. I'm not here to bash women, but I'm here to help young men and young women figure out the correlation between dating and spirituality. So we're going to bring it back in. The correlation that I'm going to tie into spirituality in this video is my presence at this party was so magnetic. My energy was so high, big. It wasn't the clothes. It wasn't the jewelry. It's the energy. So this is like one of those things I say, protect your energy. Protect your energy. And there's more videos to come of things of this nature. But if I wasn't level-headed, how could this have went? Somebody lied on me. Uncle brought the information back to me. Man, that situation could have escalated. And maybe that's what the guy wanted. Maybe he wanted for me to escalate the situation so his uncle could do something to me. I don't know, but I know I'm protected on all realms and I don't put out nefarious negative energy. So there was no reason for any bad energy to be brought my way. I dodged that bullet, but this is just something that I want to tell young men. Like, sometimes your presence alone is enough to irritate people's demons to where they're offended and intimidated by you, just by you being there. I kid you not, at this event or function, I probably didn't even utter 20 words. I was that quiet, silent. But still somebody found a way to be offended by my presence. Let that be a lesson. Energy is contagious. Energy is powerful. Protect your energy. Protect your energy. Protect your energy. I thank you for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you. Talks with Don, episode 14. Sometimes your presence alone is enough to irritate their demons and intimidate them. Man, salute. Thank you. Ashe. I thank my ancestors. I thank my ancestors. I thank my ancestors. I thank my ancestors. This is for y'all. Ashe. 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 Get some of that good energy, y'all. Get some of that good energy, y'all. Ashe.